Hello, beautiful ladies. Okay, so it is Thursday, and I know I just hopped on my other group as well, but I really missed hopping on last week for you lovely ladies and being able to just see how I can support and serve you best. And even when we don't necessarily have a plan on our Facebook Live, I just feel like I need to be able to check in and all that stuff with you lovely ladies. So, anyways. I still want to hear from you. What is the best game plan for being able to do a Zoom? To be able to kind of go over what Streak is, what I've learned from Jenna, and just to be able to see how Streak can be supportive for you and your business with implementing your pipes and being able to be successful with your pipes and keeping up with follow-ups and nurturing and serving customers and clients and all that stuff. So definitely let me know. Let's look at if there is any daytime hours that work with any of you, and we can then figure out what Zoom might work. Or maybe I'll just, I'll post the link of my Zoom and say, hey, this is the time that it looks like everybody might be able to hop on the best. I'll be there, I'll record it, and anybody who can't make it, then that's fine. You guys will have it available at least here. I'll make sure that it is posted here. But the more that are able to attend the Zoom for me to do my screen sharing is great, because then you can ask me questions directly and and I can hopefully answer them on the spot. All right, so then the other thing I wanted to share with you. So Tuesday, my daughter's group, her homeschool group, had me, they're implementing where I'm going to be coming and talking to them about once a month on leadership. And so I just thought it would be, from what I was learning or what I was sharing with them, I just thought it'd be really super helpful for us as a team to be able to also kind of do these exercises and practices to understand what is leadership. Because we are all, whether we realize it or not, we are all called to be leaders. That whether we're a leader in our home with our children, a leader in our community, a leader with our faith, a leader, in our marriage, and I firmly believe in my husband being the head of the house, but we each are called to be leaders within the house. And so leadership is not only a right for each and every one of us, it's also responsibility to each and every one of us. So I thought it would be super cool to share with you ladies what I shared with Joe's class. So here's what I did and how I asked and all that stuff. So and I want you to have paper and pen also with this, because it's really, it's a really good practice. So what does leadership mean to you? And they all gave lots of different really great answers. So I want you to think about, what does leadership mean to you? And then when you're thinking about that, what are some words that you would use to describe an effective leader? All right. And then what are some words that you would use to describe an ineffective leader? Now here, before I give you some of the things that I wrote down, I want you to pause it if you're still writing stuff down. I'm also going to share, so some of the things I shared with them was understanding that a leader isn't a person who always does all the talking, right? A leader really and truly guides and asks a lot of questions. So here, if you have your stuff written down, you can now unpause. And what I wrote and shared with them is that a good leader listens. A good leader asks probing, effective questions. A good leader lets others come up with the solutions themselves. A good leader is able to identify skill set problem versus mindset problem. So when we're talking, so let's say, Joe last year was really, really struggling with her math and just was giving me walls and resistance and this and that a lot. And come to find out, it wasn't a mindset problem. It was a skill set problem that was affecting the mindset problem. All right. So usually they work hand in hand, but understanding and figuring out that, is it a skill set problem? So even when we're working with our customers and clients, so regardless of whether I'm working with you lovely ladies and you're telling me that you're coming up with certain roadblocks and all that stuff, then I have to assess, okay, is that roadblock a skill set problem or a mindset problem? Or is it a combination, right? Or what is the combination? Which came first? The same thing with our clients and our customers is, if they're having a chronic problem or if they're, whatever, then finding out, are they using their oils? Asking them, well, what has been working for you? Do you still have this oil or do you still have that oil? Asking lots of probing questions to, again, find out that, okay, they're not using their oils. They couldn't remember how to make a roller bottle, or they this or that. All right, that's a skill set. Let's help them remember to put different things into practice. Or they are using their oils and they're still having a certain problem. All right, are they not using them enough? Maybe. Are they have limiting beliefs about different things? Are they not believing in themselves? Are they maybe not quite using the right oil for that mindset issue? Right? So those are some things. So that is what a good leader does, is a good leader listens, asks probing, effective questions, lets others come up with the solutions themselves, and identifies skill set problems versus mindset problems. So as a leader, it's not about being the smartest, the best, the most knowledgeable person in the spotlight, right? It's about letting our team shine and find the magic in ourselves, right? So again, whether it's the team of our clients and customers, or whether it's us as a team, whether it's as you guys are building your own teams, it's being able to work together. It's not about me being in any spotlight, but letting us to be able to shine and find our magic together, as well as for you guys to find your shine and your magic. And that's where leaders create leaders, right? Not followers, because that's what we want. So some of the things I shared with them is that life is a team experience. We need to recognize and reward behaviors that we want to see in others. We need to be sincere as a leader. We need to keep learning and to keep improving. Life is truly a continual learning experience. We need to be true leaders. In order to be able to be true leaders, we need to know it's about teamwork. That's super important. And to be able to be approachable, right? Nobody likes a dogmatic, leader. And I'm sure that I probably frustrate you guys sometimes. I will ask you more questions than I will give you answers sometimes. And it's because I am, wanting to hear what your true concerns are, seeing if you have been able to come up with something, because your approach might be totally different, and doesn't mean that it's a wrong approach, right? And then also, I want to be approachable. I don't want, you to come to me and me always have an answer, or me always say a particular way, and you don't like the tone I use or the way I use something or whatever. I want to always be able to be approachable. And conflict, whenever there's conflict, it must be approached with compassion, right? So I want you guys never, ever to feel afraid to come to me to ask questions. The same thing with my clients and my customers. I never want them to feel like, Kelly's just gonna, say I shouldn't have done this or I shouldn't have done that. No, that's not what, I want them to ever think. A leader, an effective leader thinks twice and speaks once. An effective leader has a plan, and then they reverse roadmap it from the finish to the start. They draw visuals. So with all of that, remembering that leadership is about conflict resolution. It's about responsibility and independence. It's about confidence and achievement. And it's about community involvement. These are all super, super key, important elements to leadership, whether it's leadership in our business, leadership as a team, leadership with our customers and clients, leadership to our family, leadership to being that intentional disciple for Christ. All right, you ladies have a beautiful and blessed day, and let's definitely schedule a Zoom to be able to kind of just verbally process and talk about Streak, to be able to see how it can be an effective tool if you want it to be a tool for you with your business. You don't have to, but let's definitely, and if that's not the area that you guys want to be able to focus on or learn about this month, let me know. I definitely want to be able to serve and support you in the area that is going to help you with your business this month. All right, you guys take care and God bless.